Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 65. This might not be as long of an episode, we'll see. And before I begin, I just want to make a note of something. Apparently, questions or comments, or some anyway, have been deleted a few seconds after being posted, and I've been accused of deleting said questions, which really annoys me because it's not me that's doing them. Deleting them, I should say. It's YouTube. Clearly they haven't fixed this stupid, annoying problem where the algorithm keeps deleting comments for no reason. And it's really pissing me off. And it's also pissing me off that I'm getting blamed for it. Not just me, but other YouTube content creators. Plus, I didn't even get a notification about the questions and comments in question, which is another glitch that clearly YouTube haven't sorted out. I'm getting fed up of this. How are we supposed to grow as a YouTube community, if comments keep being deleted for no reason? And the fact that the creators are being blamed for these comments being deleted just divides it, which is just sad, really. And also, even if I did delete any of these comments, do you really think that I'd be able to do it, within a few seconds after being posted? It's not possible. No human being alive can delete comments within seconds after being posted. Because it takes several seconds or even a minute or two to just read through the whole comment, depending on how long it is, before being deleted. I just don't take kindly to being blamed for things that I didn't even do. That's 3 times that's happened this year. Once because someone took what I said about trading and trade binders completely the wrong way, and also it's twice now where I've been accused of deleting questions when I didn't. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get on with the actual episode, because I've just noticed we're 3.5 minutes in. The first 4 questions are from Weber's5, saying he got in a question before Matt and Alison Welch. I mean, it does make a change, but like I said before, it's not a race. 1. Once we're in the new year, and after Emma figures out the name she'd like for her playmat, shall I get it ordered? I think you probably could. I think the 3 of us need to have a chat about that still. But I'll ask her about a name. What I will say though is that she does want Valerie Fawn, the mystical beast of the forest, on her playmat. When I brought the card to her, she just fell in love with it instantly, and really likes it because it reminds her of Bambi. But yeah, we'll talk some more about that. 2. I just realised this year would be my 5-year anniversary of YouTubing, and I did nothing for it. What should I do to celebrate? I've got some ideas in mind. You could do a compilation video of your favourite moments on camera. You could also do a top 10 video on your most favourite video that you've done over the favourite videos you've done over the last 5 years. Another idea, of course, is doing a gauntlet challenge, where you play a certain number of decks against someone else who has the same number as you, which I know would be 4. So you would play 4 best of 1 games, and whoever wins the most of them would win the whole thing. But the problem is, because it's an even number, it would mean that if you won 2 games and the opponent won 2 games, then it would end in a draw. So alternatively, you could play out 5 duels, and then when it comes to the 5th game, like, obviously you can still play it out even if someone already gets more wins than the other. Then both of us will get to choose one of the 4 decks, to play as a final showdown type of deal. I mean, I don't know if I'd be up for doing that, considering that I hate Endymion and Plunder Patrol, and aren't too keen on Draco Slayers purely because of there can only be 1. But if no one else offers to do it, then I'll do it. Like, even if that means facing Endymion and Plunder Patrol, which it's difficult because, like, I really don't want to play against Plunder Patrol ever again. Whereas with Endymion, I feel conflicted, because on one hand it's also a deck that I don't want to play against, but on the other hand, I would like a chance to try and defeat it once and for all with Dark Magician. Besides 1 endurance, every time I bring my signature deck up against yours, I keep losing 2-1. No, 2-0. Because it's like either I get OTK'd or a board of negates is made and I can't do shit. Also doesn't help that in 2 of those matches, which were tournament matches, I didn't draw any of my sided cards. I did eventually when I used Gadgets, Fire Kings and Destiny Heroes, but obviously it wasn't with Dark Magician. So just for once I would like Dark Magician to get a win over Endymion. But we shall see. Who knows, maybe it'll happen during my temporary comeback to tournaments. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna use Dark Magician, but I mean, maybe I will, maybe I won't. You'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, those are my ideas. 3. Do you think Dark Magician will ever get a fusion with Gaia himself? I mean, he's fused with his horse and his dragon, but never the knight. Oh, right, I had to read the question again, because I was gonna say we do have one. It's called Dark Cavalry, which technically qualifies as a fusion between him and Gaia. But I'm not so sure about that. Purely because Dark Cavalry exists, and that's meant to be the fusion of Dark Magician and Gaia. So I find it doubtful. But what I will say is I'm still waiting on that fusion of Dark Magician and Summon Skull and Dark Magician and Karibo. Come on, Konami, make it happen. 4. Mystic Mine is finally banned. How are you celebrating? To be honest, I hadn't really thought about doing something to celebrate that. I suppose I could have done, like today, as I could have bought some alcohol when I went to the shops earlier. Didn't really think of that. Maybe I will tomorrow, like when I get back from game night. Then again, I don't know how much I want to celebrate, really, considering I'm one of many people still mourning the death of Jason David Frank, Tommy Oliver himself from Power Rangers. Of course, I did, however, raise a drink to him on Sunday night, like several hours after I heard of his passing. Maybe I could raise a drink to him again and celebrate the banning of Mystic Mine at the same time. I don't know. Or maybe I can properly celebrate once the card actually is banned. Because the 1st of September will fall onto next Thursday, and I'll be with Emma on the day, so maybe I can celebrate with her. We'll see. Next 2 questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. 1. What do you think about all 5 pieces of Exodia the Forbidden One being Starlight Rares in Crystal Revenge? Alison and I would not be surprised if they became Ghost Rares one day in the future. Although that would be cool, I kinda hope not, because that would ruin my bank account. Buying them wouldn't be preferable, considering my change in work hours. But anyway, as for the main question, I think it's really cool. Like, I should have seen that coming, really. Exodia and the pieces being a Starlight Rare. Yeah, that's kind of cool, but I don't know whether or not that would make it rarer or more expensive than the original ultra rare prints from Legend of Blue Eyes. Like, I mean, obviously I'm no good with card values. Like, maybe someone can tell me what's worth more. 2. Out of all the Battles of Legend, Brothers of Legend sets, which one has been your favourite so far? Relentless Revenge is my favourite, while Alison loves Brothers of Legend the most, even though they are all very good. They are all very good, yeah, especially the first one, which had many great reprints. I mean, I still remember when I bought a box and opened pretty godly. Like, I got Omega, Crystal Wing, I can't remember what else I got, because we're talking like 5 years ago at this point. But as for my favourite, I would say Heroes Revenge, because of my biased love for Heroes. It was really great seeing all that support, like reprints of Stratos, Absolute Zero, Trinity, and having all the remaining Vision Heroes printed, so now it couldn't be played as a proper archetype deck, which I think is really awesome. And it also brought us my favourite Link monster in the game, Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. That was the main card I was hoping for. I didn't get it from my box, unfortunately. Of course, the other unfortunate thing was being when I accidentally spilt Coke on some of the cards. Like, oh, that was just stupid. Like, I don't even have the video anymore, unfortunately. But, you know, it's one of those things that you gotta look back on and laugh. But I have been careful since then with drinks. You know, tried my best to keep them away from cards. course, my fondest memory of opening the Hero's Revenge packs was when I bought a load of packs from Neo Nexodus's locals. Last time I visited him, I went to his locals, spent 40 quid on packs. Some of them were Hero's Revenge packs, and I pulled BLS Soldier of Chaos from one of those packs and just made more than my money's worth back. Like, that was so awesome. And of course, like I keep saying, I still have that BLS Soldier of Chaos in my Dark Magician extra deck, even to this day, and I won't take it out because it's just that good, and it's the only Link monster I seem to summon when I play my Dark Magician deck nowadays. I'm still debating whether or not to drop Nightmare's Unicorn and Phoenix, even though they're very good generic links. And then, oh yeah, there are more questions. The last 7 questions are from Gunnar. 1. Did you see my new stuff that I got in my community tab? If not, I'll send you a PM. What do you think about it? I don't think I did, actually. I mean, I might have seen it in one of my news feeds, but I can't remember exactly. I'll have to check the community tab out and give you an opinion. 2. Is there a deck that you really wanted to play but never got the chance to? I don't think there ever was. I mean, anything that I did really want to play, like I would have given up on a long time ago. Neos Wise Man and Blade Edge Beatdown being 2 of them, but I did make those decks eventually, so it's hard to say really. I don't know, I'm really trying to think. I know there were 2 Hidden Arsenal archetypes that I was going to build but never did, Ally of Justice and Flemvels. As I was planning to build them back in late 2010 and early 2011, but I never did. I don't know if I really wanted to play them. I can't remember because it's been such a long time now. I guess I really would have liked to play Flemvels, but never did, so yeah, I guess I'll say Flemvels. 3. I got a second time in a row first place with Blackwings at locals again. That's awesome, congratulations. What is your favourite Blackwing card? Well, I'm pretty sure I did mention it in an old video, but my favourite Blackwing card is the first synchro that came out, Blackwing Armor Master. Yeah, because he's like the 2500 beta of the archetype, and it makes me think of Dark Magician and Elemental Hero Neos, because he's also a level 7 monster. Now, even though other Blackwing decks don't play it nowadays, I still did, just because I really like the card. I mean, yeah, it has better level 7 synchros, but none of the others are ideal turn 1, really. Like, maybe Obsidian Hawk Joe is, but that's only if you get a high level monster in the graveyard turn 1. Sometimes if I'm going first, Armor Master is the go-to card, or I'll just bring it out because I want to. But I know that, in general, Raikiri and Chidori are better to go into. Now, my second favourite is his upgraded form, Full Armor Master, the ultimate falcon of the archetype. Here's the synchro I generally prefer to go into, just because it's that good, and I know I'm usually safe sitting behind him, but yeah, unfortunately, there are ways he can be easily attacked over. Like, back in the early days when Plunder Patrol was a thing. Like, I swear to God, every time me and my friends played in a Battle Royale and I played Black Wings, Webbers 5 would always bring in Plunder Patrols and get out monsters whose attack points are too damn high, and then Full Armor Master would get his ass kicked. Typical. Or if it's not Plunder Patrols causing Blackwing's problems, it'll be Cyber Dragons, played by Express Gaming. Like, again, it's like almost every time I would play them in a Battle Royale, he always has Cyber Dragons, and Infinity just causes me a whole bunch of problems. And I never quite win the Royale. Oh well. I must admit though, I do kind of miss my real life Blackwing deck. I mean, like I said, I do have it on Edo Pro still, but I do kind of miss Blackwings. I mean, maybe I'll rebuild them some point next year, like for my 20th anniversary since I got into the game. I don't know. 4. What is your favourite Brothers Grimm story? The fairy tales. That's a tough one to answer. They were all great. Puss in Boots, Princess and the Pea. Wasn't there a story with a donkey, fox, and cat, and a bird? I can't remember. I know there was one involving some animals, but I don't know what it was called. But yeah, I know there was a videotape that we either have at home or used to have, and I've watched that a lot when I was a kid. I must admit though, the giant in Puss in Boots did kind of scare me. Like, not that much though, but boy, it did look terrifying. I really don't know. I'm trying to think what all the others were, but my mind's just drawing a blank. I'd say it's a tie between any of those 3 stories that I just mentioned. Yeah. Oh wait, there was also Rapunzel as well, which everyone loves. Yeah, I don't know if that's a favourite, but everybody loves the Rapunzel story. 5. What was your favourite duel in your own Yu-Gi-Oh story? Ah, yes. Favourite duel? God, that's a good question. See, it's a toss-up between the Battle Royale between, 3 different versions of me, like present day self, 2007 self, and 2011 self, as well as the final duel between me and the cyborg, just because of the plays near the end. Well, maybe not so much the fact that I had to use the AI for this, and he made the stupid mistake of running Thunder King into Dark Magician. Like, I hate it when the AI does that whenever a battle replay occurs, and it's like, why? Why would you do that? You didn't need to attack. artificial intelligence, more like artificial stupidity. Like, that's really annoying about the AI. Sometimes it makes a lot of good plays, sometimes very stupid ones, and it just plays through all the available cards because it can, and I wish it wouldn't do that, as it doesn't make it very challenging otherwise. And it's a case of, well, just because you can play a card doesn't mean you should, or doesn't always mean you should. But anyway, that duel was still good. Otherwise, it would be the final duel where I would do the real-life action duel against Dr. Longnose. I'm very proud of that one because I really feel like I pushed my skills in filming and video editing by doing that. That's how I want to do all of the duels in the upcoming movie that I want to do with Weber's 5, Express Gaming and Emma. It won't be easy, but I would like to make that happen and just make it a great show for you guys to watch. I really don't know which one I like more. I don't know, I suppose because that three-way battle royal didn't involve any animations, along with the fact that the AI made the mistake of running Thunder King into Dark Magician, I'm gonna say the live-action duel between me and Dr. Longnose. 6. Every protagonist in Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems to get his own Kuribo. Which character do you wish to get one to? For myself, it would be Ashizi or Taya. I can imagine Taya gets a Dark Magician girl like one. That'd be pretty cool, but I highly doubt we'd see it, because Magic Kuribo exists and can bring out Dark Magician or Dark Magician girl. I don't know, actually. That's a tough one. I'd have to think of all my favourite characters from the series. Maybe one of the best friend characters, like Joey or Crow. I don't know about the rivals, although Kite technically has 2, Curry Photon and Galakuribo. I would probably say Joey. Maybe a Kuribo that can work with Red Eyes Black Dragon or Flame Swordsman. That'd be cool. And finally, question 7. Did you duel with the Deckmaster rule back in the day sometimes? You're the one from Noah Ark in Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, I do know what you're talking about, and I actually did play with that rule a couple of times in the past. The second tournament I entered was actually a Deckmaster tournament, which was 18 years ago, which is mind-boggling to me. I can't believe it's been 18 years since I started playing in tournaments. But yeah, there was a Deckmaster rule, and I did use Dark Magician as my Deckmaster, naturally. And I think there was another Deckmaster tournament, only this one was online, and me and the participants would use the Yu-Gi-Oh! Virtual Desktop, which I guess was the original version of Dueling Network and YGO Pro or whatever. And I'm pretty sure Dark Magician was my Deckmaster for that as well. God, those were the days. And yeah, that's it for questions in this episode. Okay, so it did turn out to be a long episode. So much for it being a shorter one. Yeah, thank you very much for your guys' questions, and if there's any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments section down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.